Event today. Stand by. Light flashing, set for action, away they go, and Mama Bear, the favourite, was slow out of the gates. It's last on sorting themselves out. Thug Life, the best to get going. Fiery Combat going around the outside. They were followed by Even More Alert, who's pressing on. It's going around the outside from Here Comes Poppy. Mama Bear. Murder goes back to the rear of the field as they pass the 1100, and Thug Life with a good solid gallop on shows the way. Even More Alert's only a neck away on the outside second. Then a further 1.5 to Here Comes Poppy. Fiery Combat, Mama Bear, and a further 1.5 to Murder, who's last of all. 800 metres left to go, and it's a genuine speed. And Even More Alert goes around the outside. Draws about a half length now on Thug Life, who's over on the inside, then Fiery Combat. Then came Mama Bear, who's recovered after beginning slowly and now gets up to third, going through in the centre. Here comes Poppy at Stablematers back on the inside, and a further length to Murder, who's back at the rear. Coming around the corner now with about 400 metres left to go, and Thug Life the inside. Even More Alerts over on the outside. Then came Mama Bear. They were followed then by Fiery Combat, who's hooked to the outside. Here comes Poppy coming through on the inside. No Murder's last of all. 250 metres left to go, and here's a go. Murder starting to wind up out wide. Thug Life is still there. Here comes Poppy is battling away. Murder and Fiery Combat inside the 100. Murder has dashed past them. Murder's going to bolt the first in. Comes home 2.5. Fiery Combat. Good go for the third there between Even More Alert and Thug Life. Here comes Poppy and Mama Bear after missing the jumpers. Run last. Too good for them there in the opening event. Murder sat back last there for Kate Whitner and has fired over the top of them to win the opening event today from Fiery Combat. Favourite Mama Bear didn't jump away that well, but it got up into a good position coming down the side of the track. And Murder was last and then just wound up on the outside, going right over the top of them. Trained by Peter Fernie, who's won numerous Kalgoorlie training premierships up there. And he'd be very happy with that win there of Murder. Winker's going on this afternoon. Ran a great race last start, went fifth behind Turf and Around. It's now 2 wins from 25 starts for Murder, who's owned by Chris Wells and Bob Turrell. He's a chestnut gelding, 6-year-old by Flying Pegasus out of Israel, trained by Peter Fernie in Kalgoorlie, and Kate Whitner running a good patient race there on Murder, sitting back and coming with a good run. I think you'll find that Fiery Combat has run second, but we'll get those official numbers for second, third and fourth and have the times and margins up very shortly. He's run some good races in his career, Murder, without actually winning that many. Poor strike rate, 1 for 24 before today, but he's a better horse than that. And his last couple of runs have suggested he's come back from a short break in very good form. So number 3, Murder, far too good for them there for Kate Whitner in the opening event on the card. Now just getting the second and third numbers. Number 2, Fiery Combat, has run second, trained by Helen Harding, Brodie Kirby. And third here goes to number 4, and that is Thug Life. Just on the inside, Thug Life getting third there in front of number 1, Even More Alert, who's run fourth. Now the margins are coming along. It is 3 lengths by 1 1/4. 3 by 1 1/4, and the time 1:22.97. 1:22.97. So good gallop. It was a good pace on up in front. Suited Murder and has kicked over the top of them and done it nicely. Second is number 2, Fiery Combat. 5-year-old bay gelding by Shrewd Rhythm out of La Plunge, is owned by Chris Harding, trained by Helen Harding and ridden by Brodie Kirby. And third goes to number 4, Thug Life. It's owned by Andrew Inglis, a 4-year-old gelding by War Chant, trained by Peter Fernie. Lisa Staples in the saddle. Fourth, number 1, Even More Alert, Ashley Carmichael Hillen. 3 lengths by 1 1/4. Time 1:22.97 after race number 1.